Alright, we are looking for the last of this Exo Biology. Just one.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
That's the new plugin thanks to Observatory Core with the Herald. And if you dig through the voice settings, there's a way to download a more sophisticated voice. This one. What is that sound? Oh, that's me. What is that? Okay, so just bacterium to get on this planet.
Sample collection complete.
There. It's really visible on this planet with the nice red tone. The green bacterium stands out. Blue, teal, very very, it looks like the color of a Colgate toothpaste.
Bacterium Cerberus scanned. Base value 1,689,800. Minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected.
At 500 meters to go. I do find that voice very helpful, telling me how far I should go. It'll also sound up, or sound in, when I've traveled far enough.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
It's hard to believe that's a robot voice. It's really pretty impressive.
Second partial sample collected.
Alright, so only one more, and then we're off to 2 more worlds in this system. And then I think another fleet carrier is going to arrive at the star system I've been hanging around. So I might go check them out. There.
Minimum
Right.
distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
That other planet looks like a moon, or it looks like a mountain here. That's great. Looks like my plane took off.
Sample collection complete.
Well, that divide of the sky. Galactic plane. We're near the center of the galaxy.
Shield activated.
It's like ballet in the sky. I was hoping I could do a spin flip. Guess not. Try it. I don't think I actually turn around the way I intended. So the last time this thing dropped down, there was like a rock right in the middle, or an elevated cleft or something. I had a hard time fitting my SRV underneath my spaceship. This time it's a lot better. Pretty neat landscape. Love how colorful it is, the depth of blues. Cloud over there. Okay, let's get out of here.
Retracted.
Now 2 more worlds to visit. Two more moons, I suppose. There were 4 moons in this star system that each had 6 biosigns, making it a nice place to visit. By going painfully slow because of the proximity to this moon. Weird. It's just kind of odd when you're this close. You never really leave one moon's gravity field before you enter the other one's gravity field. There we go. Noticeable uptick. So I discovered this world, but I had to vamoose because my SRV had destroyed itself.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Tragically. Oh, I didn't get the 90%. How embarrassing.
Body A4B may host a new personal codex entry and has high biological value.
High biological value. A lot of the Clypeus, it's the first time I've seen it, but I see it in this star system and a couple of other ones just around here. These ones that are hard to get, Gotta look at the planet and see where they're usually in some tiny little nook or cranny. I think they're worth more money. I'm not seeing anything so far. I've had it be such that there's only one tiny spot where they were. I might have to fly in there for a closer look. It didn't help me at all. Going a whole loop around the planet.
Orbital flight engaged.
Really, any spot of color. Come on now. Blue, green. I guess there's plenty of color. But I mean heat map colors. Alright, let's leave this right now. I really don't see anything. My suspicion is that the hard to find ones are worth more money. I don't really have evidence to back that up. I certainly know the more you find, the more money. How can it be I haven't seen anything? Where'd that planet go? There.
Orbital flight engaged.
Maybe this is a lost cause. I don't think it's not like my ship's sensitive damage. Oh wait, okay. What tiny thing is that? Don't come in too steep. Don't come in too steep. All right, right there. Shuckajash. I'm trying to memorize the geography I'm aiming at. A lot of these little valleys. Alright, sort of the back of some sort of porky pig head made of shadow. The shadows became more detailed, less porky pig-esque.
Landing gear deployed.
like a good spot. I have no idea what that visual thing is. Okay. I think I get it now. All right, come on. Don't make me take forever. Yeah, sometimes just parking with authority gets you down. My landing gear are the hammers.
Low gravity warning.
All right, we're looking for the mountainous things that are hard to find, but apparently. Okay, we'll just start with the first thing I can find.
Clippius lacrimum scanned. Base value 8,418,000.
Base value?
Minimum
8 million.
sample distance 150 meters.
All right, that's pretty close.
First partial sample collected.
Unlike that stick-like stuff over there. You see that little triangle? That stuff, you gotta go like 800 meters.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
All right, let's find. These things look kind of like spades, or maybe some other thing. I actually did expect to be find another one very close. There. Is ground slippery? Like an ice skater.
Second partial sample collected.
All right, third one. Maybe straight ahead.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
How am I still bouncing? Low gravity. That was must be it. Yay. Pop out and check out what we're going to cultivate next or collect next. What would those crazy scientists pay me to collect next?
Sample collection complete.
These things. Yeah, so these things make you go like 800 meters, though.
Cactoida vermis scanned. Base value 16,202,800. Minimum sample distance 300 meters.
300. That's
First
pretty quick.
partial sample collected.
16 million makes it worth it, especially when you're the first.
Handbrake is on.
Gonna backtrack a little bit. I can show you.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
On that ledge. That's a rock. Oh no. I was gonna crash into it, thinking I'd just be right there. I think that was glad I missed the rock. Alright, plenty to choose from. Making pretty good time here, I think.
Second partial sample collected.
In the last world, I fell down a ravine. And pretty long
Handbrake
fall.
is on.
It's extremely steep hills all around. Alright, so this might take a turn. So,
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
alright, what do we expect?
Sample collection complete.
Alright, Fungoida. Pretty sure Fungoida is down here. This is such a small area to find things. As I recall, the heat map was tiny. And as I recall, actually the heat map was entirely in the shadow of these mountains. Perhaps literally the shadow. my airplane took off. So I think I'll go back to where the plane was, which was approximately where Florida also would have been. Jeez. I'm not very far away from it. Did I see some? I think I even saw some. It looks like something you might eat at a dim sum restaurant. And here's bacteria. So let's go for that. Eventually come to a stop.
Bacterium tela scanned. Base value 1,949,000. Minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected.
Alright, we'll be back with Florida. Let's just go get some bacteria real quick. It's always quick with bacteria. It's a little sarcastic.
Minimum
Bacteria's one of the
distance
harder ones to
reached.
find.
You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Dang, those rocks look a lot like bacteria sometimes when I'm zooming. Maybe I found that bacterium a little too easily. And now I must suffer by finding the rest. These hills look like brain tissue. See this thing at first. I just got lucky that my sensor kind of beeped at me. Good to see you, Withstand. Evening commander. I hope I have better luck spotting the next one because I just got lucky when
Second partial sample collected.
this one triggered my sensor. Bacterium to the left, but I gotta travel further away.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Alright. There's one. Hidden in this divot. They're really trying to make you work for it. That's awesome. I've never actually done the engineering, and I've been playing this about 3 weeks though, and um, maybe even 4 weeks now. So after hanging around the bubble for a little bit, I immediately was like killed by the station defenses. I think I crashed my ship into the station and they shot me or something. Anyway, so I woke up in the jail 60 light years later, away, 60 light years away. Then hitched a ride to Colonia, and then now I'm on
Sample
my way
collection complete.
to an expedition. So I'm doing tons of searches for Exo Bio data. It's earning me tons of cash, so there's nothing to spend it on out here, but I'm looking forward to getting back to civilization afterwards, and maybe having money for the colonization aspect of the game that they're going to add. Okay, so I need to go back in there and find Cambodia. Pretty much in those mountains proper. Very colorful sky. All right. Okay, it's been a while, but I did see Cambodia. It's in this tiny, tiny area. Come on. It's spinning around so much. Yeah, I was debating, I mean, depending on how much money I earn from this Exo Bio, debating getting a fleet carrier. If I got a fleet carrier, I mean, I don't think I'd want to spend a lot of time gathering tritium, but I might want to put it somewhere. I've certainly found myself in some really faraway places without access to a station, and it would have been nice to have a fleet carrier in the area. And do something like DSSA, just leave it somewhere helpful. Yeah, you get skies like this near the center of the galaxy. I need to take off in my airplane with the heat map again. There's also supposed to be Osseous down here. This too hard. Perfect. Oh. Okay, so I need to start going into the mountains proper. I'm gonna find some road yet. Where's this awesome? a sheer cliff. Just like boom, straight up right there. Does your tritium consumption vary by the tonnage? Like, I guess by carrying stuff like the Exo Vista genetics and stuff. I actually need to learn how to mine tritium. I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't figured out anything related to mining, except for shooting things like on handgun, collecting them with the SRB. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. It's, you know, to be able to save your data maybe every day when you're out, when you're really out there in the middle of nowhere is really, really helpful. You take on these risks, like you might accidentally crash into a planet with high gravity or something like that. Do you have everything that's like 130 trillion? Yeah, that makes sense. Just totally stymied by that. Okay, that's just more of the same. I don't know why I thought that might be some road. So, probably the same conclusion. I'm going to go Well, that's cool. You can stay stocked up. You store tritium. I mean, you have your fuel tank, but then you can also store it like in your commodities market, I've heard. Up there on the mountain. What? Set up the laser surface subsurface and yeah, which kind of mining makes tritium? Just going a long time without repairs sometimes feels pretty risky. Of course, you can. I have the AFNS. Okay, I gotta call my shit. You gotta go back into the sky and look for this stuff. Thing is that there's only in a tiny area of this planet. What did I find? I found no concha. I thought the Clypeus was the concha. Let me check over here. Actually, enable ES discovery. This thing's telling me. Where am I? I'm over here. Cactodia. Did I see any Cactodia? Yeah, I did. Okay. Cactodia Clypeus concha fungoida. So I have the Cactodia Clypeus bacterium, and I need Oceus fungoida concha. Yeah, those were the ones that were in the smallest area inside the heat map. Tiny little booger of a dot. Oh man. One of those aliens hitting my head on the front entryway. Oh yeah. Set this back. Alright, see these spots were really small. Making this more challenging.
LTA retracted.
Gain enough altitude, just kind of turn around. That looks like the big kind of shadow I was aiming for. Okay, so we need to. Go into super cruise mode.
Frameshift drive charging. 4,
Oh yeah? Yeah, well, check out this heat map. This heat map's pretty difficult. It's usually not as difficult as this one is. So that one, that's the wrong thing. I already did the planetary scanner. What mode is it? You have to get to about 35 kilometers 40. It depends on the planetary mass before you can use your scanner. Bacterium, Cactoida, Clypeus, concha. This is a hard to find one. Yeah, and that was off by like 35 degrees. It's usually not this small, but there's 3 different bioforms in those dots. Okay, I'm pulling away too fast. I gotta find those dots again. There's one. Alright, right? Do I get a bearing? Oh, I'm still to the red. Pull me out. Oh. This. No. No. Not going well. Right there? Really? can zoom in manually.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, don't do that. The bio is usually not this hard. So I think the reason it's probably hard on this planet is it only grows at a certain altitude, and most of the planet is apparently uniform, being above a certain altitude. And it looks like this is a little bit of a tiny divot area. So I gotta stay in this tiny divot. The bioforms really do have like geographic tendencies. Like bacterium likes the flat, dusty plain looking surfaces, while other plants prefer the rocky, craggy surfaces. Coming in a little hot. Slow down, buddy.
Landing gear deployed.
But like this is the kind of smoothness I was talking about for bacteria. Bacterium would like this sort of area. The individual species of bioforms will vary depending on minerals, but the kind of surface that they render on is usually pretty similar. Now, some types of like fungoidia prefer the plains, while other types prefer the mountains. But if it's in a mountainous area, you know which kind to look for, which can help to know like if they grow nestled in the valley or if they grow on the tops of the peaks. Why is this in zoom? Do I have a little bit of negatives? I didn't realize that. You can also, depending on what you're looking for, the night vision can really help highlight silhouettes, and then you learn to look for the silhouette. Like those shapes that look like spades are easy to spot. It makes a lot of bioforms easy to spot. What is that? That's fungoidia right away. Okay, perfect. This is a new color for me. Sweet potato fries. Dipped in honey
Fungoida
mustard.
gelata scanned. Base value 3,330,300. Minimum sample distance 300 meters. First partial sample collected.
300 meters, huh? And there's some concha, I think. So I'll have to come back to that. Right, 300 meters. So I'm also playing Elite Dangerous with a few plugins. That voice you heard comes from the Observatory Core, which is like a mod that reads text files that this game is writing to your hard drive, journaling what you're doing, and it's really helpful in telling you how far you need to go to get
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
All right, so now I can find the next sample. unique area for finding that stuff, though. Everything is kind of misleading. I certainly hope that wasn't the only fungoidia in the area, or something like that. These are such small areas, it's hard to know. I'm not doubling back already. Try to soften the landing with a little blast of air at the end there. Okay, the area that I landed in was so small in the heat maps that it's likely I just have to pick up and fly away to go and find the next fungoidia. Let's go. I'm having the suspicion it wants low altitudes. This planet, at any rate. Okay, nothing down here. Fatigued of the rocking and rolling. Have a good night, man. Or woman. Commander, have a good night, Commander. I'm glad you're sitting in a station. One time I was reading the news while I was sitting in my SRV and I ran out of fuel. That causes your car to explode. You in it. Needing some acceleration. I think I only saw one concha near where my aircraft was. I saw 2 or 3, maybe I didn't do the concha. Didn't scan the fungoidia and go look elsewhere for more. I haven't seen any osseosis. That stuff can be hard to find at times. At least in this star system so far. Let me go over here. Let's see. Perfect landing. Like one colony. Dive further. This is the kind of surface I saw the Fungoida in that I got earlier. Alright, I'm gonna pick up and go to the next area. I mean, those heat map dots are so small, they might be leading me to specific points, specific colonies of plants. Perfect landing. I'm gonna head back by the ship where I saw that other Fungoida. See if I can see something that says, this is where more Fungoida is. Perhaps that colony is 300 yards wide. Alright, stay on target. Wipe out. Is the Fungoida. There's more of it. That's probably the same stuff I got. But I'm gonna go jump up on that hill and see if I can tag more of it. Boom! Right in the face. Wake you up in the morning. I don't know why, but when I'm playing video games and I'm falling, I really feel it. Like, and then you hit something, it's like, dang! Feel it in my stomach. Somewhere high enough up. Every so often you get a plant right at the edge and it actually is able to be sampled. I noticed this is a little pit. It really is a low elevation compared to everywhere else around it. Which is what I think I need more of. Alright, let's jet. Real quick, any more other elevation dips? The other side of this hill. The other side of this hill. I think I'm just gonna pick up, drop down somewhere else on the planet's surface.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, these are difficult. The surface area I have to search is tiny. It is a test. I will. I must succeed. Don't fall. Out of hyperspace. Right there. That one's the biggest that I've seen. Is that because it's the whole side of the hill? I might need to turn around to go find him again. Look at the size of that mountain. That mountain can't help me. Dang it. Jinkies. Alright, gotta let our FSS cool down. FSD should cool down.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, he really wants me to go a pretty good distance out before I turn back around. I've displeased the FSD gods. If I do it a third time, I have to walk. so let's go past. Perfect escape vector. Here. A little slower. See for those tiny little blue dots. Damn, you lose your bearings once. Gently. Alright, where's the dots? Come on. I need to go back into orbit. Alright, come on. You really see how that area is sort of a divot in the whole planet's surface. That gray rocky shield. Making sure I'm not going insane. So it's still set to Concha. Alright, let's just go back in. Make the clock come on. I declare this ridiculous. What am I missing? Somewhere in this ball, there are tiny flicks, tiny specks of blue. Am I too far away? Like they're not even articulated? This might not be worth the effort. I really love catching them all. But clearly this is somehow elusive. Okay, I might just abandon this world. I don't really feel like searching for these elusive blue dots.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
I can't just leave. I am these blue dots. I have to find myself. I am in the blue dot. It is me I am looking for. Alright, climb back to orbit. Are we declining or inclining? Okay. One of these buttons zooms in. I thought. Oh. Don't see anything like this. Strange, mysterious. Chewed up bubble gum put all together into a ball. I gathered from some sort of dining cafes. Underside of their booth tables. I really don't see anything. One more flyby.
Orbital flight engaged.
Give me what I want. Right there. I saw like the trimming of a pinky nail. It's literally that small. Again, I have a bearing of 69 degrees. Because I'm pointed mostly, I think, east. And there's that little dot. Go to this one. And then go to that one. Like going 70 degrees north. Or 70 degrees. Just head 70 degrees after I land here. And then maybe I'll find everything I need. Death. Someone else's death, though, not mine. Don't come in so hard, man.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, I'm not piloting very well. What am I doing? Go down. Perfect. Alright. Fungoidia. All for Fungoidia. And then name.
Low gravity warning.
Yeah, I overflew the area I needed to go to first, so it's back here. Once again, it's significant depression. Hopefully I find Fungoidia. Enough to, like, start moving on my sand front. Hang that stuff. Well, you know, again, I mentioned that the area that was highlighted is actually tiny. So it's not like I have some big area I can search. So if it's not in the highlighted area, it's kind of SOL, I think. Well, that's disappointing. This was basically the pit. I was expecting to find some Fungoidia. It was highlighted. Alright, so without the thing on, you can tell that those are just those tall column things. Oh, Fungoidia. Dramatic conclusion. Whoa! Hey, plane. Oh, I think I caught my the back of my thing on it. Oh, he got me. Got my ankles. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go about 70 degrees this way. Alright, this is maybe too elusive. Again, I mentioned it's worth my time. It's probably no. Plenty of fish in the sea, especially for this weird planet where there's just only these tiny dots where they say the things I need to find are. Get me this little pit. I don't know why I feel like that. Ah, hoisted by my own petard. Alright, this planet's cursed. Almost time to go. Curiosity, did I ever scan these things before I started this long quest for Fungoid yet? I did. Alright, big pit. It's kind of like on the rest of this planet. These things seem to be reportedly growing in these really low altitude depressions. Let's try our luck. Hopefully it's too much. not satiated. Or did not deliver. I tested my luck and my luck was like thumbs down. There's finally some concha. Now with concha, you only have to be like 150 meters. So if I can't find Fungoid, I'll definitely come back to this area. Just see the concha. I write down my latitude and longitude, which I cannot see. 5031, 160, 5811. The eternal search. Let's forget the Fungoida. If I start running into it again, reassert the Fungoida. In the meantime, let's just try to get all the concha. Try to spread out and hit it from far away. Make like an equilateral triangle, 150 meters on each side. Which, if you take that equilateral triangle and draw 3 lines bisecting each side that passes through the center of the triangle, and use that to find the center of the triangle. And if you were to draw a line from the center of the triangle bisecting the new triangles made on the inside, you'd be left with a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Such is life. So, get that.
Concha renibus scanned. Base value 4,572,400. Minimum sample distance 150 meters. First partial sample collected.
Where's my car? Alright. I left that one area that was the pit. And I found this pit. If I can't find a third concha, I can go back to that other pit. I think there was a concha back there. Driving a big circle. What's going on? Man. I'm tripping. Oh, I'm much higher on the hill now. It's flat. Down there.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
I'm going to try to go as far up this hill, find a concha plant as I can. Try to make it work with just this one colony. Is it only that stuff behind me? Alright. concha plant behind my car. Maybe I can make that one work.
Second partial sample collected.
I don't think so. Alright, so to return to that pit, I need to go 250 degrees. That was my first pit I was in.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
I kind of want to keep an eye on this ravine. 250 is what I was saying. This ravine kind of follows the whole way where I'm going. And so these ravines, that's not one of them. Concha often loves growing in little ravines. 250 degrees. Ouch. Not seeing my magic pit. Okay. To the left. Let's head over there. Damn my luck. This plant's pretty hardcore in terms of like hiding stuff from me. I only needed one more concha. So that's less compelling than needing 3 more from Gorita. The osseosis is actually, I haven't even seen a single osseosis. I assume it's one of the discs that was on another world in this system. That kind of looks like a pit. Feel that. Anticipation. If you do flips, you can't anticipate it. Look at that big bacterium there. Very healthy. This could be concha. All right. Not gonna be blue. Not gonna be blue. Crossing my fingers.
Sample collection complete.
Yankees. These low-lying areas just aren't big enough to support kind of biomes that osseosis likes, which is why do. Well, I guess, I mean, there's different varieties. It's traveling around, looking in pits. Alright. I think I'm just gonna scoot on to the next world. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Two. I should have gone for 30. Clearly.
Ship recalled.
Alright, I found the concha. It's gonna be worth like 25 million total because I'll get the bonus and I'll get the credit. Hope the star system I think still has two more planets. No wait, just one more planet with 6 bioforms. Then I thought I would head back to my carrier. See if another carrier arrived. All right, I'll leave this sandy pit. I'm still gonna look on the planet because I'm crazy.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
What? That's the wrong bioforms. Whatever you're highlighting, it's wrong. Wrong. Oh yeah, I'm not orbiting. Alright, more buzz flybys.
Orbital flight engaged.
On that crater. It's a big crater. Sometimes those dots are easier to see on the night side. There were a few. Alright, I gotta give up. It's crazy. I searched the only two dots that I'd seen in a while. And I searched thoroughly. Those dots were small. I only even found one species of the plant types I'm looking for in it. There were other dots, but I don't see them anymore. What's that giant mountain? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is it? The giant mountain had some blue stuff around it. Yeah, because it's like in a divot, maybe it's obscured from view too. Like, look at those chasms. I'm just gonna test my luck by going down here because it kind of look like lower elevation areas. Those from Goiga? No, those are those stick plants. Dang it. Just 1 second, babe. Let me pause this. Actually, I'll go ahead and wrap up my stream. Y'all have a good night.